This on my brother got to get me right now. Fighting with these demons, they tryna take me down. I thought my man died, but that shit broke me down. Gotta tell him moment that he gone, shit, how that sound. Chasing after money, they take me out my element. Going back and forth on Instagram, that shit irrelevant. Collect up, next thing hit me up, stay on the wall. I just wanna see my dog. Chasing my man down the iPhone. The ops spit the block. What the fuck went wrong? The only thing on my mind is revenge. I ask God forgive me what I'm about to sin. Oh fuck. Steve.
I go crazy every winter time and Maybach just arrived. I supposed to be sitting in the back, you know I like to drive. Ain't gon' lie, the last one make me mad, I damn near wanna slide. Anytime that they play one of mine, they gon' know every line. Dope boy swag, I'm like Big Meech and Southwest, see them in they prime. You got bitches who didn't get a penny, speaking on a dime. This little bitch just say she through with me and this her last time. Got a older chick who love to suck the dick, give great advice. Start licking on me in the car, she blamed it on the ice. Could've been rich a long time ago, I blame it on the dice. You know she standing on the block, you and your dogs pulling all-nighters. Went from car was in my winter coaster, pulling up in spiders. If I didn't hit a few times and I can't count it as a body. Go a different time piece every day this week, I know they watching. Brought the skeleton out the closet, yeah I'm talking safe deposit box. Before I went legit, I had $1 million at my BM house. Ask around what we about, we the ones create the drought. You know when bruh say he ain't got no more, they take the numbers up. If I ain't the one, I'm damn near guaranteed to run her up. The only time I get mad at my bitch when she don't wanna fuck. New designer every day, look like we swiping cars. Came from swapping out our shoes and now we swapping cars. You drive mine today, I probably gon' drive yours tomorrow. Baby back up in that mode, someone ain't got them started. 20 bros and 40 hoes, we have a private party. Class of Zool and 42, get shots to everybody. I got weed and dirt, got perks, we got the ecstasy. I'm tryna make sure someone daughter get the best of me. 20 bros and 40 hoes, we have a private party. Class of Zool and 42, get shots to everybody. I got weed and dirt, got perks, we got the ecstasy. I'm tryna make sure someone daughter get the best of me.
Dirk and Metro, nigga. Smirking Metro, nigga. The voice of Metro, nigga. All them killers felt when I talk. Ain't no disrespect in my block. I had Twitter fingers with the ops. Why they post my DM on the blog? I done fell out twice with my dog. Try to fix it twice through law. Chris Vex stuffed in the Glock. You can feel the threats when I talk. Told my bitch bros over hoes. Then a nigga told what he saw. Pull off on promoters on raw. I can't leave my pole in the car. Seen a nigga run on his feet. Surprised that he made it that far. Sorry about what happened to the kid. I just pulled a 4 on my pop. See how she act with her rolls. From the back I stand on my toes. I done shared dimes with the bros. IG bitches ironing my clothes. I done seen hoopers drink lean. I done served a line to a pro. I can get you slammed on the phone. That'll get you time on the phone. How you niggas crying on live? Dead sneak, this my guy. He say they not dying. Hope this bitch stop lying. Chicago, bitch that's mine. Rondo, bitch that's 9. He got booked, they resting outside. pipe and gave him a car and told him, who you gon' shoot? Gave a car, gave him a pipe, I told him, who you gon' shoot? Gave a car, gave him a pipe, I told him, who you gon' shoot? Gave a car, gave him a pipe, I told him, who you gon' shoot? Chop just gave me a bang and all some shit. Shout out Chris.
Just you need some gas on.
I put all my drugs in a designer bag. Bad bitch in the city, got a hybrid name. Short on a perk, got it under yeah. Time for a skinny pant, alteration. I woke up this morning, now I hide in Jesus. I just took 2 pills down with my people. Last night that Eddie had me on my feet. I just hit some shit while I was down asleep. I been scratching shit out like I'm on a beach. I'ma scratch the brick, I get it A to Z. Get it for the low, get it to the street. Pay me $5, I'm a sight to see. I told my bitch if I gotta be faithful, I might fall on. I put all my bills on paper so they won't talk. I put every letter meditation out the cold water. I talk all the shit I want, top a couple $1 million. I put all my drugs in a designer bag. Bad bitch in the city, got a hybrid name. Shut up on a perk, got it under Time for a skinny pant, alteration.
What niggas saying gas? First day poppin', I talk to an addict. From old niggas who told on my dad. Same time I spit on my back. With a switch and they came with a kid. Got it on my own, you ain't come with a bin. Killer, I live in the mirror. I'm rockin' the mirror, you down the mirror. Big caliber trip. Niggas say that he told us to move. If you get too big, they'll kill you. We street that pain. Try to give you 10 years for a pill. Take 5, that's me in the middle. Let's get out, water and light it. To the hill, catch like 2 nights. Better keep your gun and slide it. Put my bitch on the private. Nigga better duck to my diamonds. In the trenches, I hang with the lion. Pull out your blicky, don't fight.
I put all my drugs in a designer bag. Bad bitch in the city, got a hybrid name. Shut up on a perk, got it under Time for a skinny pant, alteration.
Try to run up on me, click like bang. If you tryna run up on me, click like bang. What you know about having shootouts from close range? I be off too many drugs, I feel strange. When I was down, I gave you a dub, I need my change. I done mixed the auto-tune with my pain. I'ma do what I gotta do, you play with my name. I was traumatized to the streets when I sink this brains. Made a bitch fuck on a bitch, I made a gay. I made a way. I made a way. I made a way. I made a way. Trippy legend to a Mary Jane. You told the police I was there, you would tell them anything. I'ma do what I gotta do for the fam by any means. I'ma tease my boy with that dope, see if he really clean. I've been a target for a long, long time. I fear God, but don't fear no grown man. It be so crazy, my friends be the loose ends. But if I love you, on your head a cool team. Do you like I never knew you? My decision wasn't easy. Back then it was ramen noodle. Ain't no shrimp cause I'm a vegan. I can't believe you'll bleed that Roma. I don't really know, I ain't see right through you. I lost no turn me cuckoo. Shout out to my shoulders, That cold hearted too, shout out to Meek Mill. Popping all them Zans, I can't go to sleep still. If you tryna run up on me, click like bang. What you know about having shootouts from close range? I be off too many drugs, I feel strange. When I was down, I gave you a dub, I need my change. I done mixed the auto-tune with my pain. swap with me.
Man, I lose myself inside that jail cell. Tears on my face like some rain fell. The streets a game and I play well. I call my staffers, they gon' raise hell. Only wear wire with your headphones. Otherwise, a nigga dying cause I said so. Trench rules, you don't snitch or you break code. Trench rules, you a bitch if I say so. How you solid nigga, please give me a reference. The police lied to you saying they got evidence. Man, you fried if you in that room just saying shit. We gon' line you up, catch you, then we spraying shit. I don't even drive, man, I got a chauffeur. Pull the streets up, man, I got strong shoulders. Six tuck like a fucking soldier. I can sell the show out with no promoter. Real niggas work the definition. Please don't play yourself, just play your position. I'm a Muslim nigga, but I'm rockin' Christian. Put a switch on the
Mic
stick,
check,
shoot
mic check.
repetition. I don't lie to my hood like a politician. I supply to my hood hella ammunition.
Mic check, mic check. Can you guys hear me?
Make you homie disappear, dark magician.
Hey, I can see some people in the chat. Drop a W when you're in the chat, guys. We've got 2 monitors today, so it's easier to see what's going on now. Yeah, shout out to you, Free Assange. Thank you, brother. Yeah, that's enough of the music anyway. What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. Drop me a W in the chat. Let me know where you guys are watching from tonight. It's only going to be a not too long stream tonight because we started a bit late. But I've got another monitor now, so I can like see the Rumble chat and see what's going on at the same time. So yeah, let me know when you guys. Let me know where you guys are from. Where you watching? Any UK brothers tonight? Any Russians? Any Ukrainians? Let me know. Let me know. I can't. What's that? I don't know what you're talking about, brother. But shout out to you anyway, KO. Thank you for joining us. We've got Rumble chat open now. Shout out to you, Free Assange. We've got a few bits to go over today, guys. So yeah, it's gonna be a, you know, we've got some interesting. You're from the USA. Shout out to you, brother. What part of America? Are you Miami time? Because I think Miami time is the only time I seem to know. I think you guys are like 5 hours behind me or something. So, but yeah, how you guys all doing though? Anyway. We got someone from the West Midlands. I think it's West Midlands or West Mid. But shout out to you anyway, brother. If you are West Midlands, then it's probably UK. So yeah, same time as me. Good to see some of my UK brothers in here. So, we got any Palestinians tonight? Any Yemenites? Any Lebanese here tonight? Let me know. Everyone share the stream as well. I'm just going to give it a quick retweet to let everyone know that we're live now, because it weren't announced. It was quite late as well. Usually we start at like 9 o'clock or something, so maybe some people don't know. Oh, Pacific Northwest. Yeah, nice one, brother. I'd love to visit America one day, to be fair. I haven't been yet. I'd like to visit like Miami or something, I think. Oh, we got someone from Luton. Shout out to you, brother. Yeah, Luton is not too far from me. Homepage can be communication. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. You have to explain to me, man. I'm new to this streaming stuff, man. I just learned how to set up my other monitor. You know, it took me like 3 hours, man. I'm not really good at this technical stuff, but we'll learn. We'll learn as it goes on. But yeah, we've got a lot to get into tonight, man. Obviously, you guys probably know by the title of the stream. We got some of the YouTube people here. Shout out to you, my YouTube folks. I mean, I know last time on YouTube, we ended up getting nuked halfway through the stream last time. We was watching a documentary called Ukraine on Fire, and even though it was on YouTube anyway, they nuked us off of YouTube for saying that, saying it was copyright or something, and we were streaming the third-party content. But it was literally streaming it from YouTube. Like, the film was already there anyway. Like, it makes no sense, man. Probably because of what we was watching, but at least we're here today. We've got a copyright violation. We've got like a violation of some sort, like a 30-day or 60-day period under like a review or something. So hopefully we don't get nuked. You are home a visit for banning Trump. Yeah, nah, true said. Fuck Trump, man. His Zionist, man. We're gonna speak about Trump a couple of bits today. You know, you guys probably know. You've probably been watching what's been going on. A few bits. Trump's been saying a few bits here and there. So we're gonna talk about Trump. But I don't know what that flag is on YouTube though. It's coming up as like a weird. I think where the emoji is. It's not showing up properly. But yeah. Anyway, man. As you guys probably know by the title, we've got Israel breaching the ceasefire again, which actually did end up with a excuse me. We got a Lebanese response in the end. So for those of you that watched the stream a couple of days ago, we done a stream on Sunday, and on Sunday, we actually went through a whole thread of Israel violations that they've done since the ceasefire begun. And I think in total there was like 20 violations. There was 20 in total. So it's the third, obviously, today, and I'm not sure if there was any more violations on the first. I'm guessing there was. I was actually back at work on that day. I was very busy that day, so I didn't get to follow it as much as I'd like to. But I did, I did try and post what I can and caught up with what I can. But from what I saw, I think there was like one more attack, and then that was just like the line for Lebanon. It's been going on for too long. Ireland, brother, shout out to you. Who's Ben Hatchett? I don't know who Ben Hatchett is, man. You have to. Hopefully, it's not an insult, man. Hopefully, it's not an insult. But shout out to you, Alejandro, as well. And yeah, my Irish brothers. Oh, we got Stimpy. Oh, we got a new follower on Twitch. Shout out to you, Stimpy, brother. Thank you for following us. Great to see you here. Thanks, Brenton. Yeah, make sure you guys obviously follow me on X, because, as you know, they like any other platform is not really the safest. Oh, we got a subscriber on YouTube as well. Shout out to you, Mela. Yeah, everyone subscribe on YouTube. I'm really appreciative of it, but we are on like a final warning or something, so we could get nuked anytime. We'll make a new YouTube if it happens, But for now, I'd say the safest platforms are probably Rumble and X. We are on like some party app as well. I don't know what the hell that is. No one really watches me on there anyway. But yeah, thank you for following my X page. But yeah, as we were saying anyway, so Hezbollah, they ended up responding to Israel in the end because of the amount of violations that Israel was doing. And this is the statement that they released yesterday after they struck, I think it was Kiryat Shimona. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was around that area. But this is basically what happened. They came out with a statement after the attack. It wasn't anything major. Oh yeah, what's up, brother? Shout out to you, Unums. Oh, you like my accent? No, thank you, brother. But yeah, Hezbollah came out and they attacked Israel after constant ceasefire violations. If you guys go to my previous stream, we covered it all at the beginning as well, went through every violation. I will clip it up tomorrow, like into a short segment, and post on my YouTube so you guys can see everything. It's on X as well, the thread. But yeah, Hezbollah released a statement regarding this first attack in almost a week. And what they said was, following the repeated violations initiated by the Israeli enemy of the ceasefire agreement, which was announced to come into effect at dawn on Wednesday, which takes various forms including firing upon civilians and airstrikes in various parts of Lebanon, leading to the martyrdom of citizens and the injury of them, and in addition to the continued violation of Lebanese airspace by hostile Israeli aircraft reaching the capital Beirut, and since the appeals by the relevant authorities to stop these violations did not succeed. The Islamic resistance in Lebanon carried out an initial warning defensive response this evening, targeting the Ruwayt Sam alarm site. I know I didn't say that wrong, but it weren't Kiryat Shimona anyway. But yeah, they targeted the site belonging to the Israeli army in the occupied Lebanese Kfar Shuba hills. Now, it was only a matter of time, folks. It was only a matter of time. I mean, it's a shame really that Israel just, every time there's a ceasefire, whether it's in Gaza, whether it's in Lebanon, they can't stick to it. It's fun and games for them. It's like an addiction. Like a drug addict, they're addicted to drugs. Israel's addicted to genocide. They're addicted to attacking civilians, addicted to torturing civilians, addicted to, you name it, they're addicted to it. So it wasn't long, until Israel started violating the ceasefire. I'm pretty sure the same day they was already violating it, and it's like every single day since the ceasefire begun, the ceasefire violations just got worse and worse. They ended up killing 3 civilians, I think. Was it on Monday? Was it? Or it might have been a couple of days before. But yeah, they ended up killing civilians. They ended up shooting journalists, bombing civilian homes. So in the end, Hezbollah was like, you know what, we're going to strike back. But after they struck back, though, we saw even more violations continue, and they started getting worse from Israel. So 2 Israeli airstrikes targeted southern Lebanon, including the town of Urun, in yet another violation of the ceasefire agreement. So we've got like a little image. It's only a small image. You can see the smoke here when there's meant to be none of this stuff going on. What's the point in the ceasefire if you're just going to constantly breach it? Sorry, I was just checking on my Rumble chat. It's so good now I've got 2 monitors because I can actually see all the chats without messing about with the screen. But oh, is that you, Khaleesi? Shout out to you, Khaleesi, if that's you on YouTube. Yeah, thank you for joining us on YouTube, Khaleesi. I appreciate that. But yeah, so that was shortly after the statement and the response from Hezbollah, they done another attack. And then we saw more images from the attack where they'd been doing a constant bombardment on civilian areas. And you can see here there's smoke rising from like the civilian zones there. So I was just reading the comments on the post. Isn't this a violation of the ceasefire agreement? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. A big violation. There's more explosions there. And yeah, another image. It looked like the same sort of area as last time, but a more clearer version. Yeah, it's just violation after violation. I mean, what more could we expect from Israel, you know? They did it in Gaza last year. They were shooting the civilians lining up for aid. They was destroying aid as well, burning it, and doing all sorts of crazy shit, man. So, but today, Qatar's representative to the United Nations came out and he said, "We welcome the ceasefire agreement in Lebanon and express our hope that it will lead to a similar agreement in the Gaza Strip. We affirm the state of Qatar's firm commitment to supporting the Palestinian people until they achieve all their rights." I don't know, guys. I don't know. Doesn't look like anyone's stopping Israel. But what did we expect? I mean, what did you guys think? Did you expect them to breach the ceasefire this quickly? It was only a 60-day ceasefire as well. I mean, we literally went through clips last time of Netanyahu saying about how this is the war still ongoing and it will continue after. And yeah, they don't want peace. Israel wants to take Lebanon. They want a piece of Lebanon, literally. They want a piece of Palestine. They want everything so they can create the Great Israel Project. And yeah, it's not about a ceasefire. It's never been about a ceasefire for them. But I mean, what's going on in chat? Yeah, shout out Khaleesi, shout out you Noms as well. Yeah, everyone go share the space. Follow me wherever you're watching me from. But we'll move on to what's going on in Gaza now, because obviously a lot's been going on in Gaza. Not just in Gaza, like... Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, just anything surrounding Gaza, really. It's just been complete chaos since way before October 7th, and complete genocide ever since. But we're over 400 days now into the genocide, and it doesn't look like Israel's stopping there either. But we're going to go through some clips that we've seen over the last couple of days since we spoke. No surprise, it's going to continue through the Trump administration. Yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, Trump, you know, spoke the good game. He kept saying, oh, there will be no wars under me when I'm president, you know. It's all going to be over. He's been saying a few bits this week that we're going to get into. So, yeah. Obviously, we've got Zionists in the chat. Ignore these people, man. If I could get rid of them, I would. I don't know how you do this shit, man. So, put up with these idiots. They try and occupy our chat as well as occupying land in Lebanon and Gaza, you know. So, but anyway, a pro-Palestine journalist actually passed away. A pro-Palestine journalist named Marine Vlahovic, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, was found dead in her home in Marseille in France. She was actually working on a documentary about the genocide in Gaza and was preparing to reveal information about the Israeli army. I mean, rest in peace, obviously, first of all, and I can't believe that this shit happens, man. Even in France, we've got... I mean, we can't confirm anything yet. We haven't got any proof of anything yet. I'm sure more answers will come to light. If you guys have seen anything that I haven't seen any sort of cause of death yet. I haven't... You know, I know that the authorities are doing an investigation to it. Let me try and... Yeah, so I've got the other post here. It said the French authorities in Marseille are opening an investigation into the circumstances of the death of a journalist known for her support for Palestine as the independent French journalist Marine Vlahovic. She's been recently active in producing a documentary about the ongoing Israeli war of extermination in Gaza. Sorry, lost my voice there. In Gaza for 14 months. She's been very vocal about it as well, because I've seen a lot of clips coming out of her. Obviously, I don't think this one's translated, so yeah, it's not translated, this one, but I've seen a lot of clips since, obviously, I didn't know who she was before, I'll be completely honest, because there's so many good people in the world, luckily, standing up for Palestine. But she had quite a big following. She has, you know, around 4,000 followers on Twitter. I'm pretty sure she was big in France as well. And she was openly telling everyone, look, I'm working on a documentary. It's going to expose all of Israel's war crimes. She comes on TV to talk about Gaza on mainstream media, so that you know, more people can be aware of what's going on. And just towards the end of making a documentary, she's found dead in her home in Marseille. You know, randomly. Looks like a healthy enough lady. I mean, it's just like a common thing we see, you know. A lot of people that speak up against Israel in general, I guess. We see the same result a lot of time. You just gotta wonder what she had on this documentary, you know. Did they know what she was making? I'd love to see if the documentary could still be available, you know, because hopefully we can see at least some of what she was making. But yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace. Excuse me, I'm out of a drink. But yeah. So British Foreign Minister David Lammy, he actually tried claiming that apparently there's no journalists in Gaza. I mean, I don't know if he's saying it in the way as, well, we know he's not saying it in this way, but the only way that could ever be taken positively is if he's saying there's no journalists in Gaza because Israel's killed everyone. Then that would have been a bang-on fact, and maybe he could have stopped the genocide. But no, he wants to claim that there is no journalists in Gaza. There's none at all. So apparently all of the journalists that we've been seeing dying, you know, they're all made up. Our eyes are lying to us, you know. Yeah, it's extremely sketchy, I know, 100%. But let's watch this quick clip.
As I said, there is now widespread looting. There are no journalists in Gaza. There are no journalists in Gaza.
Saeed al-Tawil was among the first journalists in Gaza to die covering the war.
An Israeli drone strike has severely injured 2 journalists in southern Gaza.
In December, a drone strike killed Al Jazeera cameraman Samer Abu Dhaka.
Al Jazeera's correspondent Ismail Abu Omar arrived at a makeshift hospital after suffering severe injuries. He was targeted by a drone missile.
Palestinian journalist.
But that's the thing as well, that literally like mainstream media even admit there's journalists. Like, come on, I've even seen Piers Morgan talk about the war on journalists in Gaza. Like, and then you got people like this coming out and trying to claim that there is none at all. Like, come on, man, it's just absolutely disgusting. Imagine if it was the other way around. But yeah.
Journalist and his son have been killed in an Israeli airstrike overnight.
Every single day we're losing either a colleague or a family of a colleague.
Ismail's wife, son, daughter and grandson were all killed.
A large amount of evidence suggesting that they have been targeted specifically, and their families, because they're journalists.
Even if they're wearing press jackets, even if they're clearly marked as press, they know that they are being targeted.
More than 100 journalists targeted and murdered by the United States and Israel. And I say that very deliberately because none of this would be going on without the decision in the White House of the United States to assist Israel to murder these journalists.
If more than 100 journalists had been killed in, say, Ukraine in a period of just over 6 months.
Sorry, mute myself. Thanks to the follower on Rumble as well, to see it pop up.
Would the global response not have been different?
Of course. We're brown.
You see the killing of Palestinian journalists in Gaza and the failure of Western journalists to speak up. That in itself, a lack of moral courage.
We want to report, we want to tell the world what's going on. It's heartbreaking to report this today, and it's heartbreaking to report Shireen's killing, Hamza's killing, and Samer's killing.
What kind of democracy locks the global media out of a war zone that has become a slaughterhouse for civilians, kills journalists there at an unprecedented rate?
165 Palestinian journalists have been killed since October 7. And
from where are the Reuters? From where are all of these international news agencies getting their footage and for their videos and their images? They're getting it from us.
So yeah, you guys can see there's clearly journalists in Gaza. I mean, I think everyone knew that, but clip was important to play anyway, because don't forget about these people. Loads of these people have died for the cause. Loads of people continue to risk their lives every day for the cause, to just show the world what they're going through, man. So someone like David Lammy to come out and say there's no journalists in Gaza, absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But yeah, obviously the genocide continues. So do the dancing Israelis. They're always dancing. But this time they've got women dancing on TikTok, as always. We know what happens to the TikTokers usually, but they continue to do these dumb TikToks. My opinion is an attempt to like recruit the desperate Israeli men, maybe just getting out of like college days, you know, too scared to join the army, so The genocidal army. Let me add that out there. They're too scared to join the genocidal army, so they get these, you know, prostitutes from wherever, come and act like they're in the army, and sell the war on the genocide on TikTok to people that are scared to join normally. Let's watch we'll watch about 5 seconds of the clip because we don't need to see this shit. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna skip through this shit. Yeah, they're dancing like little fots. Disgusting. Promoting a genocide. I mean, what can we say? Also, a minute ago we just saw Israel, because this is a video I'm about to play, and Israel is they bombed another school in Gaza this morning. But just about an hour ago, they bombed a hospital in Gaza. I think it was the Kadwan Arman. I don't know if I pronounced it wrong. Pronounced it right, sorry. But they bombed another hospital filled with civilians. I think at least 3 dead. I would play the videos, but they're very graphic. But they just literally committed another massacre in a hospital just before I was starting the stream. So they've bombed the school and a hospital just today. Here's some of the aftermath from the school bombing. Also, how's the audio sounding? Is the audio all good, guys? Let me know. And yeah, I think it is Ukrainians, you know, it's always the Ukrainians. It's always the Ukrainian models. Yeah, you're right. They get these like Ukrainian prostitutes or whatever that have probably been given a new life to do this shit when they've got a war going on in their own country and their husbands are out lying on the front lines. But yeah, let me know if the audio's alright on this clip.
استهداف الآن في مركز الإيواء للنازحين. خليك استهداف الآن في مركز الإيواء للنازحين. استهداف في مركز الإيواء للنازحين.
So yeah, the genocide continues, the bombing of schools continues, the bombing of hospitals, the bombing of churches, everything. Yeah, it is. It's always the Ukrainians, man. Always. But yeah, I guess. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the audio is good. But yeah, man, it's always the Ukrainians. I just find it crazy how the Ukrainian the men of the country are forced to go die in a war, and then these guys are just, these women are just like prostitutes. Some of the fucking Ukrainian soldiers even in Gaza before as mercenaries. No, it's a crazy world we live in, man. But yeah, Israel continues what we were just talking about a minute ago. We haven't shown the clip yet though. Is Israel burning food and drink supplies, which was meant for civilians in Gaza? I mean, why? Why is it always just fucking hate these guys, man? Disgusting. But yeah, we actually see him doing this all the time as well. Like when I first saw the video, I thought, oh, this is an old video. No, it's a new video. It's 2 different soldiers. It just looks like the same settings, you know. They're taking the stuff out of the truck and destroying it. We'll watch it anyway.
של חנוכה, שכונת סג'אעיה, מפעל של ממתקים שמחלקים לילדים כשעושים פיגועים. אנחנו מדליקים את האור נגד המקום החשוך.
Anyone translate what they're saying?
הזה. שורפים אותו עד שלא יישאר פה זכר לכל המקום הזה. הרגע מצאנו פיר ענק ממש קרוב לכאן מעבר לפינה. פיר שמשמש לוגיסטית את כל הפירים הנוראים שיש פה באזור. שכונת סג'אעיה, שכונה נוראית. שיהיה לכולם חג שמח. חג שמח. יום שני של חנוכה, חג שמח. חג שמח. של חנוכה, שכונת סג'אעיה.
Yeah, these guys are just sick in the head. You are not a broadcaster. Let me know about the war also. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Like, you've been watching the video. We're going through the news, brother. Don't know if you're new around here. But yeah, stop distracting me, man. I'm trying to talk about the news and you're distracting me. But what war do you want to know about, brother? We're talking about the genocide in Gaza. We're going through everything, mate. But yeah, these disgusting terrorists, they're literally like, who in their right mind would just sit there and destroy humanitarian aid and destroy food supplies? You literally know that these people are in a starvation crisis. They've also got these hostages that they, you know, care to claim to care about so much. And how are they going to get fed? Because you're burning the supplies that's meant to go over to Gaza. These people are already on rations anyway, you know. It's absolutely disgusting, but
Donald Trump is.
Oh, clicked it by accident there already, but onto the. I know they can't even fucking light a fire. These people are stupid, man. They only know how to drop bombs and cause fires. They don't know how to even light a lighter properly. Fucking disgusting, man. But Kash Patel is the new he's just recently joined the Trump office, and this is like one of his first appearances since, you know, being promoted by Trump. And let's see what he has to say. Surprise, surprise.
Donald Trump is elected. Imagine the efforts of the Israeli military and the Mossad combined with the maximum pressure of a new Trump administration against Iran.
Aaron's absolutely right. We should be side by side, and that can't happen unless we have an election that changes the commander-in-chief's seat. And when we are back in power with President Trump, you will see what we did with Israel and the Prime Minister and our special forces and their intel operation. We will be standing side by side with them. We will shut off the machinery that feeds money into Iran. We will no longer have 100 hostages still in captivity, Israeli and American and otherwise, by Hamas and Iran's Hezbollah mercenary forces. Donald Trump rescued 50 hostages and detainees. That's more than every president before him combined. And I hope he wins on November 5th. And Aaron's right. We need America to wake up and prioritize Israel. And that is not what Kamala Harris is about. We need to bring home Americans and end this war, bring home Israelis, and make sure we stand by our #1 ally in Israel. And people need to wake up when it comes to November 5th. Donald Trump's the only choice.
Kash Patel, Aaron.
So yeah, correct myself. This was actually recorded just before the elections, and he's already blabbering on about Israel. I mean, fucking Trump still fucking wins the election, of course, because, yeah, he's probably the best one out of the Zionists, but he's still a Zionist, you know, it's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, these are the people that he's appointing into his cabinet. People that just love fucking Israel, yeah. Is he fucking Indian or some shit? Why do Indians always love Israel? I mean, apart from excluding all the Indian Muslim brothers, you know. But it seems like the majority of Indians fucking love Israel as well. And, yeah. I don't have a clue, man. I don't have a fucking clue. I want to just keep, you know, sending all the tax dollars and the tax money to Israel. Everybody. No matter who the candidate is, they all agree on Israel. No matter what they disagree about, they would always agree on Israel. But yeah, the Israeli terrorists were posing for photos again as they burned down civilian homes in Jabalia. I mean, they take these pictures like they're proud. We have literally Zionists, God bless the IDF, in the comments. Like, come on, they're literally burning civilian homes and you guys cheer this on. There's special places in hell waiting for these people. So, also, Israel murdered 4 citizens in the West Bank, which was 2 days ago now. And then they just dumped the bodies on the side of the road. Fucking disgusting, man. Honestly. Imagine finding your loved ones just dead on the side of the road. Like, these people, man. Yeah, we've got Zionists in the chat. They have a lot in common. Oh yeah, I saw that. Why Indians love Israel. That is a funny video. Maybe I'll play that in a bit. Yeah, they do hate Muslims for some reason as well. But that's why I said excluding the Indian Muslims, because I know there's a lot of people out there in India. I've done a lot of posts about it in the past. Their guys attack my account more than anyone for some reason as well. They're weird, but yeah, there's a crazy shit going out in India. So pray for the Indian Muslims out there. But Turkish protesters interrupted Erdogan's speech, I think it was yesterday or the day before, shouting out, "Our ships are carrying bombs for Israel." I mean, shout out to these Turkish brothers, man.
Ve insanlık ayıbı olan şu rakamla karşımızdaki vahim tabloyu ortaya koyuyor. Yavrum, Siyonistlerin burada dili ağzı olmadı.
Yeah, people are starting to see through Erdogan, man. He really had a lot of people fooled. And even the people in Turkey can see through him. So respect to these brothers, man. Yeah, and then also, look at this. 9 anti-Zionist protesters were actually arrested for calling out Turkey's trade partnership with Israel during Erdogan's speech. So these guys are now getting arrested for calling the shit out. Like, look at the part 2. So I'll translate it. Why is she said, why is Azerbaijan's oil flowing to Israel through Turkey? 9 activists protesting Erdogan against trade with Israel still in detention. So they still haven't been released. I don't know if they have now. Wait, sorry, I thought it was the same clip we just watched, but it's not. She's holding a sign saying stop fueling the genocide. So yeah, you can see her getting escorted out. Ah, crazy world we live in. Crazy, crazy world. But Israel, yeah, of course, earlier today, they was interrogating and kidnapping doctors in the West Bank. I mean, this shit just does not end. Israel just doing this terrorist shit everywhere they go, man. Even in the West Bank, they've been doing this in the West Bank long before all this shit as well, which is part of the reason what happened on October 7th happened. But this is them literally earlier today. We've got no sound on this one. So we're just going to breeze through it then in that case. You got all these guys. My sound's up, yeah. We've got all these guys, look, they're clearly doctors, all in their uniform still. There was also, it weren't just doctors either, it was like medical workers, like pretty much anyone in that industry was just getting kidnapped. Look, you can see them all lining them up there. You've got like a... Is that a doctor and a nurses? I'm not too sure. But yeah, either way, they're all hospital staff. They're, you know, getting grabbed by Israeli forces. And look, this guy looks like he's injured or something. But yeah, they're literally kidnapping these guys, man. Look. Let me guess, they're Hamas. Classic fucking Israeli textbook that they always use. But yeah, it's just crazy, man. Just keep all your eyes on Palestine, because I know that Israel's doing a lot of fucked up shit all around the world, but Palestine still continues every single day. Well, we've got some comments. Erdogan promoting more wars. Yep, he's already... You know, we've seen what's going on in Syria as well. We're going to move on to that in a second as well. I'm from the UK, brother. You can ask what you want. I'll choose to answer if it's, you know, to do with what we're talking about. I don't want to go too off topic. But yeah, I'm from the UK. So, the Shin Bet security service accused Iran of carrying out more than 200 hacking attacks against senior Israeli politicians, military personnel, and scientists. Sorry, I mean, what is it with the West in general, really, and just like everybody accusing Iran and Russia for everything that goes wrong, or China? It's always China, Russia, Iran. Oh, they hacked this person, they're doing this and that. Like, come on, guys, the propaganda's crazy. I mean, if they did do this, then fuck Israel anyway. But you know, the chances are it's just some bullshit propaganda that they use to make, you know, the Westerners and people around mostly them sort of countries like NATO countries and shit believe that Russia and Iran and all these countries are some big bad evil people. But I don't know who the fuck believes that shit. But and we've seen some disgusting... The Zionist supporters always act like this in public, guys. Look, a Zionist, an older, looks like an elderly Zionist, you know, probably been a Zionist his whole life. He punched a woman square in the face just for calling for a ceasefire in Gaza. I mean, this is the type of supporters that they have behind them, guys. Look. What the fuck? Look at this old guy, man. What is wrong with him? Punching a bunch of women, you know. He's lucky that he's not a younger person, because, well, someone should have done something if not. But look at this again, guys. Like, what the fuck? He literally punched her square in the face, look. You can see like the other angle here, look. Bang. And then yeah, you just see the afterwards. What is wrong with these people? What the fuck is wrong with these people? Crazy fucking motherfuckers, these Zionists, man. This is in Norway. What the like? We've got Zionists in Norway. Like, come on, man. Fucking crazy. And start getting on some interesting stuff. Israeli soldiers were literally kidnapping children in their sleep. Like, just when you think that these people can't get any lower, we see something else that you even think, like, you know, after it's been going on for so long, you start to think, oh yeah, surely nothing's going to surprise me now, you know, surely they've done everything possible that's terrible and all of that stuff, but every day somehow they continue to leave me in shock. And this is another video today that left me in shock. You can see them kidnapping children while they're sleeping. We're going to mute that sound because there's going to be some copyright issues otherwise. That's what got us nuked off YouTube last time. So yeah, look, they're coming into the homes while they're sleeping, shining torches in the children's faces, so they're getting woken up God knows what time. It looks like 11 o'clock at night there, if I'm not wrong. And they're shining torches in their faces, grabbing them off the bed. Look at him, he's a young child. And arresting them at their sleep. Kidnapping them. Probably stripping them, taking them into interrogation rooms. I mean, we've seen what they do to the people that they normally kidnap. I mean, guys, when will it stop? Now look at this, look how young this child is. He's got to be about 16, 15. You know, there's other children there as well, like you can't see his face. He looks even younger. I mean, yeah. There's them with the drones above. Now they're in the back of the van, blindfolded, tied up. The shit never stops. And then look, they pose with the children that they kidnapped like it's something to be proud of. We are living in a crazy world. It's crazy that no one even gives a fuck, you know? It feels like no one gives a fuck. Yeah, they always get worse. I don't know how either. I don't know how. But yeah, so, on to Donald Trump, who we were just talking about. So Trump has thanked Netanyahu for his strong statement regarding the hostages. I know, yeah, I don't know what his shitty, oh yeah, of course, Trump, I saw Netanyahu do a tweet about this earlier actually. Might as well put it up. There it is. I want to thank Donald Trump for his strong statement yesterday about the need for Hamas to release the hostages. The responsibility of Hamas and this adds another force to our continued effort to release all the hostages. There was a tweet. I don't know if I read it out. Was it the last stream? Did we talk about this in the last stream? I feel like I did bookmark it already. Maybe I didn't. Let me try and get that up. That original thing that he said. Everyone said, "Oh yeah, you know, Trump's he's gonna stop the genocide, blah blah blah." It looks like it, don't it? So yeah, oh yeah. So first of all, actually, we saw Trump. Was it before or after? So yeah, it was the day before. So the day before he does his statement, he was spotted with Netanyahu's son, the wife of Netanyahu, and Lindsey Graham. And Lindsey Graham posted it on X saying, "Great visiting last night with President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu's wife Sarah and son, yeah. I look forward to working with President Trump to achieve long-lasting peace and stability in the Middle East. May God bless Israel and may God bless the United States." Then, 24 hours later, what happens? Trump drops a statement. He said, "Everybody's talking about the hostages who are being held so violently, inhumanely, and against the will of the entire world and in the Middle East. But it's all talk and no action. Please let this truth represent that if the hostages are not released prior to January 2025, the date that I proudly assume office as President of the United States, there will be all hell to pay in the Middle East." So much for no more wars, eh? "And for those in charge who perpetrated these atrocities against humanity, those responsible will be hit harder than anyone has been hit in the long and storied history of the United States of America. Release the hostages now." I mean, damn it, man. Like, everyone thought Trump was actually going to help. Yeah, I did see that. Trump, I mean, I think most, like, you know, smart people can see through Trump. Talks a good game. Pro-Israel, you know. I mean, there's a couple of positives about Trump. You might think that he's got better ties with Russia and China, I guess, than the current presidents, but it's not really that different. I mean, come on. And he's saying he's going to cause all hell in the Middle East. Like, what is this guy going to do, man? I'm dreading it. I'm honestly dreading it. Oh, excuse me, I'm a bit tired tonight. But yeah. So anyway, then Netanyahu replied to that statement. He said, "I want to thank Donald Trump for his strong statement yesterday about the need for Hamas to release the hostages, the responsibility of Hamas, and this adds another force to our continued effort to release all the hostages." Why does he say about releasing the hostages like 3 times? Thank you, President Trump. Did he say anything different in this video? No, it's just him talking shit. And yeah, in my comment, fuck you and fuck Trump. That's how I feel about both of them. But, I mean, what did we expect? Yeah, I mean, loads of people tried convincing me that Trump was, you know, he was going to save the world, basically, you know. I mean, come on, guys. Obviously, he's not. But, yeah, I mean, what's your guys' thoughts on Trump? Do you think that he's, do you think that Trump's better for the future? Do you think that he's going to help? I don't. I feel like he loves Israel more than the rest of them. He might like Russia a bit better and have better ties with them, but then it's like all of the previous love that the ex-president of the United States had for Ukraine, for example. All that love just got transferred to double love for Israel, so there's no fucking escaping this shit, man. Everyone's just bought and paid for. All Zionists, unfortunately. I feel like, am I a bit not in the middle of the screen? Probably just tripping out. I'm just gonna leave it as. But, yeah. On to some other news, though. Obviously, there's been the continuation of the Syrian escalations. So, we saw, well, we obviously done a stream a couple of days ago, so since the stream happened, we saw terrorists in Syria. Basically, they were spotted moving in an American M113 armoured personnel carrier. And when I posted a video, loads of people was in the comments saying, "Oh, these are captured, you know, from Syrian forces. Like, they must have captured them." We'll get into that in a minute. Let's just watch the video first.
الله أكبر الله أكبر دخول مدينة الرفعت الآن الله أكبر العزة لله
So yeah, they was in these personnel carriers, and oh look, just a few hours after everyone was saying no, America wouldn't give these to Syria. America wouldn't give these to these terrorists in Syria. America wouldn't arm ISIS and Al Qaeda. No, they wouldn't do that. Okay. Well, here's America again. A few hours later, the US Air Force carried out a series of strikes on the Syrian military in the province of Deir ez-Zor. So, I thought they weren't involved, America. This video tells a different story. Got no sound.
عندك قام يضرب ضرب جري جاي
So yeah, doesn't look like America's involved, right? They wouldn't do that. There's more footage. Footage shows US fighter jets and A-10 Warhogs providing direct air support for the SDF. Thought America weren't involved.
Jack.
Looks like they are to me. That solves all of the bullshit that we had in the comments. It's funny because no one in the group, no one in the stream ever comes in saying this nonsense. It's always in the comments, you know, where all the Zionists hide and where all the Indian Zionists hide and where all these Ukrainians hide. So they don't really pop out on stream and actually, you know, confront any of this shit. Strange. But so the other day also we saw the Iraq forces, the popular mobilization forces, should I say. They looked like they was preparing to come into Syria and help, but we did see a short statement. Iraqi authorities confirmed that the popular mobilization forces are only present at the Syrian border to secure the crossing and defend Iraqi territory, but not to fight in Syria. So that cleaned up a few things. I mean, although there was a lot of videos going around, it looked like they was about to actually go in and invade, but apparently they're just going to the border to secure the crossing, so we'll see what happens there. Yeah, I think everyone knows that the SDF are American based. I mean, it's, it confuses me how people think that everyone goes on that America's so bad because they're bombing Gaza. Of course, I completely agree with you. America's so bad because they're, you know, helping fund Ukrainians to go and die. Of course. But now you think that America are somehow the good guys in Syria. You know, they're just killing civilians in Gaza. They was bombing, you know, Yemen at one point as well. Helping fund genocide in Lebanon. They're helping fund the genocide of Ukrainians. But in Syria, nah, they're just trying to help. Come on, guys. Come on, you guys can't be that dumb, the people in the comments. You guys can't be that stupid. You think that America are just going to play the bad guy in every other bit conflict, but, you know, in Syria, yeah, they wouldn't do that. Of course they would. It's America. America's behind everything. That's why they see all these, any country that doesn't bow to America, you see their countries get destroyed. America and Israel. Seems like them guys got a lot more power over the world than most people seem to think. But yeah, the Iranian foreign minister came out and he said it is necessary to convene a summit between Turkey, Iran and Russia at the level of foreign ministers as soon as possible to discuss the situation in Syria. I mean, I don't know what there is to discuss because obviously we've got these terrorists running about. I mean, it's kind of crazy. But obviously, I'm supposed trying to avoid the World War by all means, yeah. But George Galloway made a very good point. I know it's a shame because a lot of people. It's really sad, Unums, because I actually, you know, that's the thing about this whole Syria conflict. The people that, well, the majority anyway, I think like there's obviously the Zionists that defend Syria, and there's people with hidden agendas, of course, but I do notice some like genuinely good people, and they genuinely just support, like they support all of these groups that they've like been convinced that these are like resistance groups, and they compare them to like Hamas and other Palestinian resistance groups, and they think in their head that they've got like the same thing going on. You know, they're in the same shoes, but the sad reality is it doesn't take a lot of digging to really figure out that these are terrorists propped up by the United States. And they also portray them as Muslims, so then it gives the Muslims a bad name. And got countries like Russia and Iran, you know, Hezbollah, Lebanon, countries that have previously helped Palestine, countries that have actually not just done talking, they've not just talked the good game, they've actually genuinely gone out and helped Palestine. And these are the countries, funny enough, that happen to be helping Syria. But for some reason, people seem to think that these are the bad guys now, and America's the good guys. Like, it's really mind-boggling, you know, how people don't see this shit. It is quite black and white when you really do look into it hard. Yeah, of course, Russians and Iranians, they're doing everything they can, you know. And also you've got Israel bombing Syria at the same time as this. And people seem to think that these terrorist groups are somehow helping. I mean, where's Erdogan been this whole time? He's been talking fucking for about over a year now about Palestine. He hasn't done anything. Now all of a sudden he's involved in terrorist operations in Turkey. Not Turkey, in Syria. I mean, anyway, George Galloway hit the nail on the head earlier. I'm just going to play this clip for you because I saw this clip and I thought, you know what, everyone needs to see this clip. He's bang on. Let's watch.
Many people who claim to be confused about the Syrian situation, claim not to understand it. Nothing could be more clear. Who's behind whom? Ask yourself that simple question. Who's behind whom? If Israel, the United States, the United Kingdom, and Qatar and Turkey are on one side of a battle, why would you want to be on that side? None of these people have given a dollar, a dime, a bullet, or an ounce of support to the people in Gaza. Not an ounce of support. And you know that. You already know that. You know that these ISIS and Al-Qaeda killers haven't as much as broken an Israeli window. Never mind take up arms in defense of the Palestinian people. And today, they passed a death sentence. They takfired, they expelled Hamas from the Islamic faith. And you're confused about who to support? Seriously?
I mean, he couldn't have said it any better. I feel like everyone that, if you know anybody that's, you know, struggling, like he said, to realise what's going on and not realise that how straightforward this shit is, just show him that 1 minute and 30-second clip. It's true. If Israel, the US, the UK, Qatar and Turkey are on one side, Why would you want to be on that side? They haven't given a dollar, a bullet, an ounce, or an ounce of support to Gaza, sorry. And these ISIS and Al-Qaeda killers have not even broken an Israeli window. I couldn't have said it better myself. And you made a great point, Ghost99. You said you thought Erdogan was nice, and you actually understand why some Kurds and Turks don't like him. And yeah, I want to make a point as well and say it's not actually, you know, there's a lot of people in Turkey that, as we saw in the video a minute ago, they were standing up to Erdogan. They don't fall for this bullshit. But of course there is some brainwashed people. But what I'm trying to say is that not every Turkish person's bad. Same as not every person from Qatar is bad. Same as it not, you know, I'm from the UK and there's people from America and we're all awake. It is the leadership at the top. And there's a lot of idiots in the comments, but I'm sure they will learn over time. Yeah, exactly. The whole thing's confusing. I mean, it's like a mini world war going on in just in Syria. I mean, it's crazy. You've got all the big players, Russia, Iran, America, Turkey, all fighting in this small land. And the saddest part is that it really is the civilians in Syria that are facing the consequences. But I really do hope this stuff gets wrapped up very soon. But yeah, that video is really a very good video. But look at this. A member of the Turkish extremist Grey Wolves movement was in front of the Aleppo citadel, and he says this is Turkish land. And look, let me read out the subtitles to you. I mean, what does it sound like to you? You know, who goes around and claims that things are their land? You know, when we see these videos of these certain people, they always go, "Oh, this is our land," you know? Sounds familiar, sounds like a Zionist. Let's watch the video. Today we are very happy and joyful. We're happy to reunite with Aleppo after many years. From now on, God willing, we will work to strengthen the Turkmen presence in Aleppo. I thought this was about freeing Syria. Why is there so many Turkish people and Algerians and whatever country you name it, but we ain't seen any actually, the people that they claim are the Syrian rebels. None of them seem to be Syrian. Funny that. This is Turkish homeland. We will protect both this Turkmen homeland and Turkish homeland together. Liberating Aleppo is an important process. Like, what the fuck? The real struggle for us begins today. Hopefully we will see everyone soon. Like, what the fuck? Crazy fucking shit. What do I think's gonna happen? I mean, I really do hope that this gets wrapped up like ASAP, you know? I hope that by the end of the week, like, this could stop. Like, hopefully the Iranian, the people in Iran, like, in power, and the Russian and all of these, and even Erdogan can come together and fucking sort this shit out, you know? Hopefully we can get rid of the terrorists and let the Syrian people go back to living normal life, because Russia already kicked out loads of these terrorists about 8 years ago, you know? But they've all fucking came back with double, like, with ISIS members, the lot. Obviously the ISIS got kicked out already, but I'm saying all these extra fucking people coming in now. We haven't seen any Syrian rebels, and like I was also saying on the last stream, just because I don't like Keir Starmer in my country, I'm not going to let ISIS take over and do all this shit. So, I don't know. Hopefully, obviously, I just want it to, yeah, it does look like that flag. I just want it to be over ASAP. But Iranian Foreign Minister came out around 8 hours ago saying we will consider deploying Iranian troops to Syria if the Syrian government submits an official request. So it does look like it's escalated, and I remember the same shit with Gaza, thinking, oh, I hope this is just over within a week. Then it was, oh, I hope this is over by the end of the month, and then here we are 400 plus days later, a year and 3 months down the line, and the shit's still going on. Then we saw the same with Lebanon, you know. Oh, hopefully it's just a small attack, hopefully this is it. Continues. And now, I really do hope we don't see the same outcome with Syria. This has already been going on for years as well, so it's anywhere where Zionists is involved, unfortunately, they drag on these forever wars and genocides. Yeah, Gaza's still getting bombed. However, on the 10th of December, the Israeli court is going to decide whether to take Netanyahu for corruption. I mean, as good as that sounds, I don't think anything will ever happen to Netanyahu. I mean, we've seen like France and all these other countries was, you know, threw the ICC straight out the window. Even Keir Starmer said, you know, I'm not gonna put any. If the police want to do it, then it's up to them. I mean, these guys have got like worldwide immunity, man. And especially in his own country, and of course as well. Even if, for example, a miracle happened and they did lock him up, This the whole Israeli cabinet, like everybody in there thinks the same. Like even the opposition parties, they all don't like the people from Gaza, and they think that Palestine is Israel and they deserve all of it. So yeah, it's sad. It's sad. But on to some Russia-Ukraine stuff. So obviously, the Russian Foreign Ministry official. Sorry, my words are slipping out wrong today. He came out and said the West covers up Ukrainian use of chemical weapons. Ukraine's Western backers are concealing Kiev's use of chemical weapons, according to Rodion Mirishink, who is the Russian Foreign Ministry's ambassador, and basically stated that the West is doing everything possible to shield them from that accountability. Yeah, let's watch the clip. It's only a 30-second clip.
Ukraine is in principle indiscriminate in its use of prohibited weapons provided by its Western partners, and they fully rely on the so-called diplomatic cover. They sincerely believe that the West will do everything possible to shield them from accountability for using such weapons. And unfortunately, this is happening within the framework of a number of international organizations, in particular, the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons. Those requests that Russia sends there are blocked with enviable regularity. Ukraine is in principle...
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me, you know, Ukraine's using chemical weapons sent by the West. Who's surprised there? Who is surprised there? These are the same people that accuse people like Syria of using chemical weapons, which end up turning out to be a load of bullshit as well, propaganda. So yeah, some more on that story as well. It's only a little clip, but we saw a story of Russian authorities raiding a club, LGBT club, sorry. And basically what happened was, it wasn't like they were just arresting people for being gay and, you know, people would try and turn that into something. That's what they was doing, you know, all these Ukrainian accounts, oh yeah, Putin hates everyone, blah blah blah. No, it's different to the West. You can't come to you can't come to Russia, sorry, and start forcing all this shit on children and forcing all this, like, no, it doesn't run out there. But basically, yeah, clubs were raided, loads of them were shut down. And in Moscow, a criminal case is being investigated against the director of a travel agency who organised LGBT tours around the capital. According to investigators, he created an extremist community. Afterwards, he and active members of the community conducted trips and public events, carried out actions aimed at undermining traditional family values. According to the investigative committee, the man has been charged, and law enforcement agencies in turn reported that the Muscovite was detained and he organised the tours for the established LLC tourist club called Men Travel. So yeah, Russia's basically saying, you know, you can do what the fuck you want, do what you want in your private life, that's cool, but don't force it on the children, don't force it on people, you know, don't do any of this shit in our country, you know. None of these problems seem to happen in Russia. Funny that. Funny. And obviously the Ukrainian armed forces continue to take losses. More than 300 servicemen in the Kursk direction in one day. I mean, they thought it was a good idea to try and take Kursk. That's just been a complete fucking failure since it started. And 2 tanks were destroyed. That was early hours of this morning. And so back to Trump again. He always comes up everywhere. The Trump administration plan. Well, basically, the Trump administration came out with a plan for a settlement in Ukraine called the Kellogg Plan. And it's not actually a bad plan, to be honest with you. There's one point I disagree with, though. So let's read out the plan that they put forward. So the Trump administration put forward point number 1. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold still. Ending Russia's isolation. So they will establish diplomatic relations with Moscow and stop the demonization of Putin, which is obviously good, because the West loves to demonize Putin, make him out like he's some mad serial killer or something. There will be peace negotiations. So they're going to put pressure on Moscow and Kiev to agree to a ceasefire and begin negotiations. Number 3, incentives for Russia. So this is the one I disagree with. Postpone Ukraine's membership in NATO for 10 years. Allow Russia to retain the territories it holds. And gradual lifting of sanctions and normalization of relations with the United States, subject to the conclusion of peace agreements acceptable to Ukraine. So this is what I agree with, point number 1 especially. Postpone Ukraine's membership into NATO for 10 years. No, don't postpone it. Don't let them in at all. The whole reason, like the majority of the reason this shit started was over the NATO membership. Russia's feeling threatened, all of these missile bases pointing at his country. So that was one of the main points. And they want to postpone it? Just put an end to it. What's the point in waiting 10 years anyway? Just don't do it. We don't need Ukraine in NATO. Yeah, what do I think about... Oh yeah, I'll quickly take this off-topic question. What do I think about donating to Palestinian charities? Do you think it makes a difference? Yeah, it depends where you donate the money to, though, and make sure you do go through someone trusted. I don't really go through charities. I've donated to a couple, but I have like a friend that he can get shit on the ground, and he will send me like a video. If I send him a donation, he will send me like a video with my name, and I can see the children getting their food, so I know that it's actually getting there. Give me 1 second. Sorry guys, sorry about that. But yeah, I'll just say, yeah, donate it to through someone trusted, man. You got to be careful with the... There's unfortunately a lot of people scamming in the name of Palestine, which is absolutely fucking disgusting, and then people will definitely go to hell. I get hundreds of DMs every day about, oh, I'm in Gaza, I really need your help, I'm really like blah blah blah. I get literally hundreds every day. And the sad part about it is maybe 5 out of them 100 people probably actually are in Gaza, but the other 95 scammers are ruining it for the real people out there that, you know, can't get anything. So yeah, just be very careful. But yeah, Ukraine, back to this. Postponing the membership, just throw it out the window. They don't need to be in Ukraine. We don't need a world war, thank you. Of course I agree with that. Allow Russia to retain the territories it holds. You've got to remember, Russia's lost hundreds of thousands of men as well. Like, let's not forget that, you know, these are real people that are going to war, and there's people dying, of course. Might not be as heavy as the Ukrainian losses, but there's still people dying, you know. Do you think Putin done all this for nothing? And the gradual lifting of sanctions, I mean, it should be lift the sanctions immediately. We don't need to gradually lift the sanctions. If you're going to lift the sanctions, do it. If you're not, then don't. I mean, Trump was also saying the other day about BRICS, you know, about he's going to do this and that, about the currency. I mean, like, the reason why they started this currency is because they was trying to avoid you guys weaponizing the dollar against them. Number 4, support for Ukraine. I mean, another disagreement. Continuation of military assistance and bilateral security guarantees. Ukraine does not need to formally recognise Russian control, but it should refrain from changing the status quo by force. Yeah, of course we agree with that. That's fair enough, but they don't need military assistance. Like, fuck Ukraine. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, not being funny. Like, we don't want a war, so why are you giving them weapons? If you're going to stop the war, don't give them weapons. You're going to tell Russia, look, you guys don't like take any more land, like have peace, whatever. You guys just basically both go your separate ways. You don't need to arm up Ukraine. Yeah, Ukraine are kind of fucked with Trump. That's the only, you know, positive about Trump, that he, hopefully this looks like he could stop this one, as long as both parties agree, of course. And number 5, which is another good point, pressure on Kiev. So potentially cut off all US military aid if Ukraine refuses peace talks. I 100% agree. So yeah, I'd say 3 out of 5 points are pretty good. Could change a little bit, but it's definitely better than what we're in right now. But yeah, shortly after, Zelensky claimed that he still won't surrender, and he's once again pleaded to become part of NATO. I mean, come on. He reminds you, like, you know, like the homeless guy at the shop, like the drug addict though. You know, like, you know, you get them homeless guys, the genuine homeless guys, and then you get the drug addicts that put themselves in that position. That's basically what Zelensky's like. And you know, like, maybe one day you might have felt bad for him, you give him some money, and then the day after that you come back yeah, sorry, I was just reading the chat. But yeah, Zelensky's like that guy, you know, you see him outside the shop, the homeless guy, you give him a tenner one day, and then the next day you see him again and he's like, oh, please, like, can I have the money? And you're like, oh, okay, one more time. Then all of a sudden he thinks it's a constant thing, and then that's what he reminds me of with this NATO membership, you know, like, no, you've got what, you know, you've got some military aid for all these years, like, you know, chill now, innit? No, please, NATO. Okay, no, Zelensky, we just want peace, okay. No, please, NATO. Like, every day, man, this guy don't shut up. Like, fuck off, honestly. Killing your own people, you're letting your people die. And, yeah, the US has decided, with Biden in charge still, of course, has decided to send Ukraine another $725 million of taxpayers' money in military aid. I mean, that's probably why he tries it so much, you know, because he just knows he can just keep getting it and getting it. And yeah, the final point, the total volume of US military aid to Ukraine during Biden's presidency has exceeded $62 billion. $62 billion, you know, that's a lot of taxpayers' money. That is a lot of taxpayers' money. How much has Israel got, I wonder? Probably more than that, to be fair, somehow, even though the genocide's only been going on for over a year, but the Ukraine shit, since it escalated, I think that they're probably around the same sort of lines, you know. Maybe Israel's probably more, it wouldn't surprise me. Definitely going to be more when Trump's in charge. But, yeah, I mean, what's your guys' thoughts on it? Gotta love the CIA's installment of gun. Yeah, I know, right? It's always this, like, it's always the CIA behind everything. NATO, fucking Zionists. Crazy, man, crazy. Oh yeah, I didn't really drive a message. Ukraine would be just fine. Russia doesn't really want the land. They just don't want NATO at their back door. Yeah, completely agree, brother. We literally watched a documentary called Ukraine on Fire last stream. I'm not sure if you've seen it before. It was something that woke me up. This actually was recorded obviously before the SMO begun. And you can see like numerous like clips, like Oliver Stone went round and interviewed Putin. And he was saying like years and years before this happened, like, I feel under pressure, like I've written, like he came with numerous like proposals to the US and NATO beforehand, like I think it was like 3 different times. He literally warned them, listen guys, if you don't stop doing this, then this is going to happen. And what happened? They kept expanding NATO more and more and more. And then, you know, it gets to Ukraine, they've installed a puppet in the country already. The Ukrainians are going, Ukrainian forces are going around destroying churches, you know, taking that religion out of the country, and they want to go put NATO bases there. And you know, Putin's like, you know what, fuck this. Russia worked better under Russian leadership. You know, Ukraine used to be Russia. He can definitely control it better. He's had enough. He doesn't want to feel threatened. He wants to live in peace. He's got civilians in his country as well. You know, like, come on, guys, be fair. Putin's been very fair the whole way through this, but they don't listen. Why do I think Erdogan's helping Israel? I mean, I think it's all for their own sort of. It's for their own gains, you know. Erdogan wants to take Syria now, and Israel's been bombing Syria this whole time. I really don't know, to be honest with you. I really don't know. I think he's too scared of Israel personally. He doesn't want any war. He doesn't want his country to get bombed. Probably does, you know, deep down, not support a genocide, but of course his money as well. He's still sending oil and shit, so. That's the way these people operate, unfortunately. But what else? Yeah, to be honest, guys, I think that's pretty much it. It is about midnight now, and we did do a stream a couple of days ago. I'm going to start just trying to do streams more regularly now. I'm going to start trying to do them every couple of days if I can. Now I've got a new monitor as well. It worked a lot better tonight. This was more of just like a test to see how everything went, so I can check my Rumble at the same time and like go through everything over there. Oh, one thing I did forget to check was a TikTok, but oh well, who cares. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all tonight, guys. I appreciate you all coming out and joining me. We'll probably not go live tomorrow because there won't be a lot to talk about, so we'll try and leave it another 2 days so we can build up some things to talk about. Maybe we'll watch a film next time as well or something. Actually, there's like a Ryan Dawson film that's really good where he explains everything that's going on in Syria. Maybe we'll watch that next time. I think we will, if we've got enough time, that is. But so I'm just reading the last comments. Yeah, man, pray for all the innocent civilians around the world, man. Pray for everyone involved in these conflicts. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for subscribing, everyone on Twitch and YouTube. And yeah, shout out to you guys. And until next time, peace.